everyone, Dr. Valerie Bennett here, and today I will be showing you how to use our wonderful demonstration classroom, our John A. Redmon demonstration classroom. So here we go. First of all, to gain access to the demonstration classroom, you will of course need your faculty ID. You can swipe in as I'm about to do right now. So you'll notice that in our classroom we have a word wall. This is fantastic. Some words that our students can reflect on, and some words where they can increase their vocabulary. As you can see, we have several stations where our students can sit, and they are color-coded, so we do ask that as you use these stations, make sure you replace or put the chairs back at their proper stations. Notice also that the tables have roller locks on them, so just be aware of that as you're using that in case you are needing to move the tables, and then put them back as to where you have found them. We also have several bulletin boards. These will be numbered, number 1, number 2, bulletin board number 3, number 4, 5, and 6. And so you can reserve one of these bulletin boards for your students to practice on, for them to complete a particular topic, for them to actually learn just how to put a bulletin board together. So these will be numbered. So on your reservation form, make sure you reserve whatever bulletin board or boards you would like for your students to practice on. Okay, so those are the bulletin boards. We talked about the seating. Now let's talk about the particular areas. We have another great space with books. We have reading books, and also we have wonderful, wonderful math manipulative kits. Okay, over here we have our reading circle. We have our mat. We have several books here that students can read. We have a reading time. Perhaps their students can practice how to do that. Okay. Then we have a music corner. So we have a wonderful keyboard here as well. Right here we have 3 computers, our computer station. So all we have to do is log in to our accounts, and then we have, of course, access to the internet for using any of our online platforms that you would normally use in a classroom. So again, our students can get practice with how to direct our students to use these online platforms and how it may inform your teaching, how you can monitor what students are doing. That's always, that can be a challenge sometimes, but we have our 3 computer stations. Okay, and then over in the corner, we have our teacher desk, and you can of course log on to your accounts and have access to the internet. You can pull up anything you would like and work on your computer as normal. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the use of our smart board. Okay, so I'm just going to back out a little bit here. So you have your marker pens, and depending on how the screen is when you arrive in the room, you may have to use one of the pens to wake up the screen if it is not in this state. But you can click on any of these windows, and even if it's not at the website you want, you can of course click on the plus sign and enter any website. You can log onto your Zoom and do anything you would normally do when you are using the internet. So I'm going to press this plus button here, and you can go to any website. Okay, that one is just a default. It had YouTube up there, but whatever website you're needing to help you in your teaching. Okay, all right. And I'm just going to show you this little trick here. If you want to kind of get back to the original screen, you can just take your pen and swipe up, and then it gets you back to this particular screen. Okay, so just wanted to share an update, an overview of our wonderful Redmon demonstration classroom. And oh, I forgot this resource I want to share. Well, we have other fantastic things in the closets here. Okay, so I'm going to open up each door so you can see. So we have some cleaning materials here, so make sure you clean off the tables, you clean up any dirt or trash that may have accumulated in the use of this room. Okay, so that's there for you. In our second door, we have some other reading materials. We have some of the caddies there with supplies. We have scissors there. Those were some decorations there from the fall. But look at the books that we have there, some reading books. Okay. And the next closet, we have some coding resources. We have our Osmos that work with the iPads. We have some mini Sphero robots, and we have some VR Arcadia glasses here. And let me show you this other resource here. Turn it around. Okay, it is something from the Natural Museum there. Okay, so those are resources there, and please, of course, return everything into the state where you have found it. All right, we have some more bulletin boards that will be going up, so I'm excited about that. And behind this door, okay, we have, oh my goodness, look at what we have here. Some additional caddies with some crayons there. We have some dry erase marker boards, which are wonderful for formative assessments. We have some journal books, some composition books there. And here are some other supplies for students to make their bulletin boards. So those are the background covers and some construction paper. Okay, all right, it is there for you. Yay! And in our last closet, we have even more resources. We have a resource from Discovering Kids. We've used that. It's a great map, so it's a great assignment that can be done with that. Some more caddies and some more supplies there. So this is our demonstration classroom. We are so excited for you to use this wonderful space in the training of our students across all departments, our leaders. Everyone has access to this room, all of our students, all of our courses. So let us know how we can best support you. If you have any questions, we are here. Again, this has been Dr. Valerie Bennett. Take care. Hi, I wanted to share with you some things that can make your usage of this time in the demonstration classroom the best ever. Number one, come in a day or two before to make sure that you can access your technology, that the room is in a state where you would like to use it. Always come in and just check to make sure things are in place. If they're not, let us know, because we have a list of who uses the room to make sure that things are in the correct state when you come in to use it for your classroom. Tip number two, make sure that you have planned enough time to be able to fulfill all of your objectives you would like to do in the classroom. I find that I need to allot just more time because, again, the students will come in. It's kind of a very exciting time. It's different. And so there could be additional time that's needed for that adjustment period. And of course, you have to allot enough time for the cleanup. So just make sure you're planning all those things into your time. Tip number three, when you're using the computer stations, the lab stations, I would suggest logging on, making sure, again, that you are able to log in with your, username and password, and that the websites that you would like to go to on the stations will work. Sometimes there may be a blocked website and you can't bring it up. as you normally would. So again, testing it out on the stations to make sure things will run smoothly. Next, of course, we talked about leaving the room clean, but make sure the floor is nice and swept up as well, okay? We don't want to leave anything up to chance, so make sure the room is nice and clean. That includes the floor, picking things up. If there are marks on the floor, doing your best to get those cleaned up. So every space should be nice and neat and stately. Also, check out our standards and objectives. You can, of course, make sure that your students are putting those on the board so that it is clear to the students and to the teacher observers that you are meeting those. And this is a common practice, right? Making sure that everyone is clear what you plan to achieve during your lesson. So when you are using the bulletin boards and you come in and you see that there is something already there and you've reserved it, we ask that you just gently take those items down, put them neatly into the closet here in the corner, right? And then you can proceed. The other person who had those items, they will know to come to get them and to get them from this back closet. So we want to still be respectful of whatever is already on the board, but we don't want to throw those items away. So whatever may already be there, we want to be, just kind, take it down and put it into the closet.